Hello, Jamaica Politics Uncovered subscribers. Good evening. Today is Sunday, right? Yes. So, once in a while, I drop in with that kind of program here where I'm either cleaning up my kitchen or something. I'm say I could have a quick chat. I one of them Sundays there, but me have to talk about this, guys. So, all of you there already, welcome. Let me show you what I'm going now. Me go call Jamaica 411 is gonna join me shortly. Because you see the Sunday program, it's not sustainable because Karen is not really available on Sunday. She's a busy person on a Sunday. So we're going to reassess and come back. I think we're going to probably change the day to a Saturday, Saturday evening, if possible. So we'll talk about that later. So there is no program tonight. So maybe I want to go and talk a little bit while I clean up a little bit. Yes, if you look nice in the background, I'm in my kitchen. But make we talk about this pending protest. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Where the moderator there? Let me save the moderator there. You eat dinner already? Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. So, guys, you see the topic here, so. The PNP wants to stage demonstration for their skulduggery against decent Jamaican citizens. Me go talk about that. Me go talk about the Ipa woman them where them are kidnapped. Me don't know if it's related to politics, but we're going to look on it. And also, every WARMINGTON talks on sitting a couple of days ago, people. Me have to show no. If one say she cook her dog dinner, then a so late the dog eat. And you cook your dog food? Ivan, I wear the boiled chicken back. One man used to live in a community at Jamaica, next door. And every Sunday, man used to cook a big pot of boiled chicken back for the dog. You remind me of that man, the rest in peace. He used to work at a sugar factory. One nice, decent man. Anyway, so the PNP now, so them a protest against Dennis Strong. The 2nd of June, which is when he will start his new job at FID. I said to myself, say, Dennis Strong, a man who has never been implicated in anything, any wrongdoing, no problem in no office, none of them something there. Right? Remember now, the government appointed him, Guys, I want to make sure someone like your live and share it. Because some people don't know, say me a come on. I just did this short notice like 15 minutes ago. Anyway, Dennis Strong never really no problem. It's not a matter of integrity when it comes. All Peter Phillips them dry night, me never gonna hear. Peter Phillips we couldn't go parliament for the last how much months. Come out now and lend support to the people them who nearly kill him. I said Dennis Strong this and that. But Dennis Strong never in a problem. So what is really happening? How the PNP for find the energy and the time for gather people, the supporters them when on a work ago. Then on a responsibility because you got to be big and keep PNP a come protest against Dennis Strong, right? And Mrs. Silvera getting a problem for the homicide of Melissa. And between the time when Melissa dead and the time when the police them go for Silvera and say a film gun, do it. Me no say the PNP come protest against Silvera or protest in support of the safety of women, Them go hide. And after it was discovered by the police that Silvera gun kill Melissa. The people them come out and say aneurysm kill the woman. Them come out, come talk a whole heap of things to try and deny Melissa justice. None of them never come out to come rescue woman. Them even go as far as to say Melissa was having an affair, and that makes Sylvia one heap of something. The wicked people them come talk against a woman who grew up in the organization. This is how they deal with people. No protests. Them go hide. Them don't come out, come explain what them did do at the murder scene. They don't come out, come say what make them never come talk say a bullet kill a woman before, not all. But them have the energy to come out and come protest against a Dennis Strong, who is doing nothing more than trying to serve his country. Make them people here make sense. Come and understand them. Anyway, let me just play this real quick. I'm going to play with Dr. Phillips. Just want to look up part type because I never get to upload the whole thing. Here are people.
Cannot be allowed to stand. It is not only fellow Jamaicans. This is Peter Phillips. This appointment of Dennis Chung to head the Financial Investigations Division cannot be allowed to stand. It is not only misguided, but it's a threat to Jamaica's future and to our international reputation.
Yes, Dr. Phillips. Me no know why you allow Rise United to draw you in this. From much years now, almost 5 years ago, when I hear from you too much. Because you realize that the people are wicked. And you take time to take for yourself, nobody no see or hear from you. And that's the right thing for you. Because you see, when you are among wicked, evil people, you have to just be careful. And that's what you did. So all upon a sudden now, you follow them and make them draw you coming at this something here against Dennis Strong. When Melissa died, they said the whole on silent. What is this about? Wanna give the man a chance to prove himself. So wanna come out so strong for the man that police protection is now needed. And that not enough. Wanna say no want to go demonstrate now. So what wanna try though? Wanna try to intimidate and bully the man and bully the process and try to smear the man. And that is so wrong. Hold on there. When them for come out, not even Melissa funeral, the people them not go. But then care so much about the country. If we not care about women, or never care about the country, make it make sense. This is the problem now, you know. You're going to have people who want to serve Jamaica. People who are qualified. People who mean well. But they're going to be reluctant to do it because of these people. They don't want nobody come character assassinate them. They don't want nobody come disrespect them. And these are the things why people are not going to serve in Jamaica. The only people who will come forward can serve are those who are politically connected and politically aligned and politically in bed. And that doesn't mean that they're good for the job or good for the position. And that's how it come down to right now. This is such a shame and disgrace. So when they say they're going to protest against corruption, I look on a flyer. I don't know how for flyer. Then say they can't give me. So I put here so. Then say them a protest against corruption. What the corruption? Then in a PNP? A bounty and gold in the corruption, you know, in the politics, you know. But they want to project their corrupt ways on the Prime Minister.
Nobody's gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. Oh no, we got to keep on moving.
Make it make sense. Then care about the country. So them say, them care about the country. I wonder where Dennis Strong know. Dennis Strong know something, you know. And Dennis Strong, may I tell you, say, if you don't want to talk it out of social media, send it, come give me, because me will talk it. You know something about Golden and Bunting, and them scared, say you go talk, or maybe they know you to be someone who is meticulous, and you're going to do the right thing and do the right job. What is this? Nobody can serve. We don't want to come disgrace the man. For what? And people on phone side the worst. As a matter of fact, they've not going to say the word worst, because Dennis Strong not do nothing. People on phone side in very recent times do things were worth demonstration all across Jamaica. And when you demonstrate, what you do? You send out girl and boy to come tell lie to protect man were implicated in a murder. And that you do. You not make no sense, man. Leave the man alone. This woman here, next topic, this woman here, she named Lana. She's a JLP scrutineer. It was reported that Friday, them kidnap her and force her in our vehicle. When you take a start, them say the license plate is fake. Nobody don't know where this woman is. Forcibly kidnapped. JLP scrutineer. When you look down in Hanover, the same thing happening about 2 weeks ago now. One teacher lady kidnapped. Them force she out of her vehicle. Take her car, go one in the parish. And then once me see the PNP try to spin it, then give the transmission talking point to come out and spin it. If say at the councillor love triangle or whatsoever, and at the councillor woman set it up, and another that the police them say. Them come out with no evidence for come talk it. But you see, once me see the PNP them depend it, me know say a lie, because all the PNP do a tell lie. Mark Golden, Bunting, Ian Eels and them people and nothing but pure lie and wickedness. So me not know if, cause me not come out here come tell you no 100% say me know what happened to that woman. I don't know. But it don't want to look political to me. We're seeing a pattern now of kidnapping of these women. Good evening, everybody. Big up on yourself. What make them a kidnap a woman them? The police them need for come out come say something more. Luckily for the woman down in the west, them never do she anything. 2 of the men who were involved in it were fatally wounded. This lady now, nobody don't know what happened to her. So I want to know now if it is a pattern where political operatives are kidnapping and taking away these women to blame it on other people, to implicate them, and say they want to bring corruption scandal upon them for political expediency. I want to know if that go on. You don't hear anything else about this? About this lady here? She was on Old Hope Road. 2 days now she gone. Big up yourself, son. Thank you. It look a weird to me. How weird to me. Guys, you know listen to them go give WARMINGTON the mic a couple of days ago. And I this me hear him say, Wanna listen to this, guys.
The company that's supposed to them now, what PNP are blessed. Not at all, but I got chopped and him buried. Empty buried in the most nights. They talk about our year ago, they're sure winning. We can assure you, the third term will lose. Andrew Bonus will serve third term. And if you want to do fourth term, because all my call about, every company that's supposed to them now, can you not let? I said the other day, that all in call for now, the sick, the lame, the dying and the dead. We call for life people, where they go there. Look, they go fit, what you call it, KD night. Take out the stretcher, put him out, walk up, go from campaign. They go with partisan in a nursing home, 15 days done. You see what I mean? They go up by the biggest scale. What you call it? In the day they was dying, they go campaign. So what this up? And then, I don't want to talk with the cousin. But they want poor portion to come. They have gone send away, go hide there. They want to molest her at all. And you're going to hear us call extra police and guard Michael Mann in bone. Then they will campaign. We deal with the living and the dead. That is why we are doing the third term. Labor rights, go blast. Be sure.
No, sir. Warmington said Picasgill in the dead house dying. I first me hear this. But I mean, feel laugh, you know. Picasgill in the dead house dying. KD night, they on stretcher. Me not, oh God, man. Ah, Jesus. This not right. Me sorry. As much as our PNP come talk all kind of wickedness from people, Warmington, no sir, this not sustainable. Wanna drawing back Warmington because here must have people in a dead house and the people them don't dead. People in a dead house and the people them not dead. People are use walker and him say them they on stretcher. This is wickedness. Me can't support this. Warmington to stop it. God have mercy. Him say him deal with the living, not the dead. Why? Then how would it say? If you bring out every vote, even the people them were dead. I'm not going in the tax, you know. Lord have mercy. Guys, let me call 411. May I come?
The company that's supposed to them now, what PNP are blessed. Not at all, but I got chopped and him buried. Empty buried in the most nights. They talk about our year ago, they're sure winning. We can assure you, the third term will lose. Andrew Bonus will serve third term. And if you want to do fourth term, because all my call about, every company that's supposed to them now, can you not let? I said the other day, that all in call for now, the sick, the lame, the dying and the dead. We call for life people, where they go there. Look, they go fit, what you call it, KD night. Take out the stretcher, put him out, walk up, go from campaign. They go with partisan in a nursing home, 15 days done. You see what I mean? They go up by the biggest scale. What you call it? In the day they was dying, they go campaign. So what this up? And then.
Hey. When say not dead, them dead. Me never know say Patty said in a nursing home. Oh God, this take the cake. Good evening, everybody. Guys, don't hit up the like button. No, for sure. We have to take bad things make laugh. Hello?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Good evening, 411. What?
After everybody?
Yeah, you said it already.
I nominate nothing yet.
Okay.
Drink some water, though.
Okay. Well, you sound like one of the subscribers who said she cook for her dog. She cook her dog dinner.
I want to ask the JQ family a question. Demonstration tomorrow, no go ahead?
Tomorrow, yes, the second. We are really comment. They said they dog go. Lord of mercy.
Well, we don't know if the Labour Party going counter demonstrate or what, but we just have to watch and see.
Then this makes then tell me if this makes sense now. Who them this confusion, you know, because me tell us Peter Phillips, them put out one sitting with Peter Phillips on it. Like him is a part of this problem. The corruption, them say them a protest against. Yes.
So since when Dennis Chung became corrupt?
Me no know.
Cannot be allowed to stand.
Nobody has allowed as accused him of being corrupt. So me no know. It's like me say I must data and plan is anything with data and plan of corruption and confusion, you know.
Well, I tell you, when I do that video, I was just prepping to do it, to start it. Probably not finished in the morning. Try to get done by 10 tonight. But I think that grossly miscalculated, you know. It grossly miscalculated, right? And it clearly is that they are fearful of something. The question is what?
I wonder where Dennis know about them people here. Why them a fight down the man, so?
Well, I don't know. They claim that he's being put there to stop the investigation. Now, how does that make sense?
No, serious question. Is there something at FID right this minute? Some investigation that the Prime Minister that should be done against the Prime Minister at the FID? I know that the IC did say they were recommending the FID to investigate. That's why they said them not certifying the Prime Minister. But did they actually send something to the FID? Because if them get people from overseas to investigate and then come up with nothing, what can they send to the FID? Tell me.
Well, I don't know, but I think the thing shaped up to be very interesting. They're trying to get something to stick on the government. When was the last time persons were charged for corruption? That would be Roy Reader, right?
Yes.
I don't think we've heard anything else after that.
No.
Because everybody has to be on their P's and their Q's.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same thing with Portia, with PJ. PJ was running a very slack ship. So every minute, the ministers they got caught up in a this and caught up in a that. And nothing happened. And then don't resign and they don't ask them to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But Portia was a different person. Even our stubborn supporter, Colin Campbell, and he got mixed up in the traffic thing. He might to step aside. I mean, she not completely throwing away, but I just said the thing said.
Yes.
So everybody knew. Say a Portia this, a Portia St. Jackson go to prison, you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
To keep poor people, as it was at the time, the farm work money, right? And so then say she has money to fool with. So everybody, if they don't do anything, then make sure they don't get caught because she now protect them. She has sent the file and go to the DPP.
That's why Bunting was the first one who run out and say I'm gonna challenge her when she lose the election. And them say where Bunting and Golding got away with PJ and Omar Davis, them wasn't gonna get away with it with Portia. And that's why Portia fling them in a justice and national security for them prove themselves. to the Jamaican people, but then could have proved not because they're useless. Them are really in a Porsche.
Well, I tell you something, it is very interesting that after the loss, PNP loss, when Peter Phillips named a spokesperson, matter of fact, didn't Portia name our cabinet, our shadow cabinet, was Peter Bunting in it?
I will hear that again.
Between 2016 and 2017, she would have to name our shadow cabinet.
16, I don't remember.
Yeah, we need to check that. But certainly under Peter Phillips, he was not the shadow spokesperson on security. I think he put him in industry and commerce. And it's when I think about it, Mr. What's going on there now? I can't see the reason why Peter Phillips never put him back, because he was a dismal failure, and I will soon do a video on that. But with all the excitement that is coming up, we decided to put that on a pause. You understand? So it was a dismal failure, and clearly that was the portfolio he wanted, because when Mark took over, that is what he got, and that he did want. Security, right? And he was a dismal failure.
Why is he so obsessed? Why is he so obsessed with security, considering how badly he performed? Bunting.
Because it gives him power. It gives him power.
Power for the what?
Not the power. He have power over life and death, and who go to prison and who is free. Them kind of thing that will give some persons a kind of heady feeling, you know.
And gather information from people.
Yeah.
That the ambassador say, I make the man them visa get take away. No.
So I said I want to video now. The worst, if we as black people, we always say we as black people in Jamaica, we always say the worst things money can do tell life.
For true.
Right? Then we send people go to prison.
Jeez, Father. But something with Dennis Strong, me not know. We need to find out.
Well, I went back in time to see if I can discover when Teeth and tongue meet between them.
Over DB&G.
Well, I don't find any evidence that he was working at DB&G. I don't know.
He did.
At money market. Oh, no.
Yeah.
But he was at it was at the where them people named Duncan. JNB. He was at JNB as a financial controller. But almost all the work going on from him came out, don't know where it was before. He has been on the radio and sharing his opinion about this and that, and so on. And he always gives his opinion about the economy and where he thinks it should go.
Well, on then.
You understand? And where you think the policies or the government should be going with such and such a thing. In his view, to make the economy better, you understand, cut crime and all kind of something, demand the commentary on. So why it is now that you disagree with them on some days, we never disagree with them enough. They came with a certain view, and he had his own view, and them apparently now take it to heart.
But when say all him say,
he had contradicted the views that they had.
All he said was that the bank account.
He must be supporting Andrew Honest. I saw them see it.
Hold on, you did mute. Sorry. The only thing Dennis Strong said that they seem to have a problem with was when he said that having bank accounts is not a crime. Lord Jesus, me can't bother.
He said more than that. I actually said something about.
I'm just summarizing what he said. Having bank accounts is not a crime.
No, but he read the report. I don't think they read the report. I think they read bits and pieces of it and run the conclusion. They were talking about how much people, at least Bowling was sent at the first conference. How much persons make a deposit to his bank account and when they take and unknown. He said it was they were unknown. And when we go read the report, it said there were monies going into his account, the Jamaica National Bank account, right, or mortgage account. And then when I asked Honest said that it was his business partner, Norman, what's his name? Norman Brown. And then immediately after that, Kevin Stevens went on to something else, which would suggest that he was satisfied that it was Norman Brown who was making the deposits. You follow? And that's because he was paying for the $6 million that he was supposed to pay for the clearing of the land and the preparation and land and all that stuff for the development, right? So he was making the deposits through the bank account using some card. So once he got the explanation and clearly the evidence that it was him, because he would have seen how much money, for example, you'd have seen like 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 being deposited, right? But according to them, the system can't say who was making the deposit. So you go and you say, I said, money will come into your account. Who are all these people? I said, no, man, I know all these people. It's my business partner. And then I would have carried the receipt or show the 100,000, the 200,000, you understand? And the 500,000. And the date would have been on it. And we would have realized it's him.
So what make the IC now release the report that the international body did against the Prime Minister? Why them don't make us see that the report there?
I don't know.
A full time now they show it, you know. You don't think so?
But well, we shall see. As I said, I'm doing my video and I don't want to say anything about it yet because I like to something when I do my video, I realize that I really should go up on a different angle. I'm going to need 2 hours, so I don't want to say anything about that yet.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, but it is very interesting, and I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe them can't do it, but the parliament can. If a report was tabled in the parliament, why is it that they don't have that? That report was not tabled with it. And remember, the case is closed.
The case is closed. Then Mark Golden attack like the case they over FID right now against the Prime Minister.
No, it is closed from the Integrity Commission, but they refer the matter them claim to the FID.
So if the case closed, why them don't certify the Prime Minister?
No, because the FID they are saying they will not certify the Prime Minister until the FID
clearing
and investigation.
Lord
right?
Jesus.
And that is what is concerning the risers then. And all of that, now that there's going to be, because Bunting was arguing and talking about there is nobody there at the FID, no technical director, and all of a sudden him stop, right? So maybe they figure say, you know what? We can get a new technical director and not come up with this thing. And if not come up with it, now they must go certify him. They have no reason not to certify, right? So, we could not bother say nothing. We will have this now, we can go into the election and beat him with it. Then a certify. And now that they're bringing somebody in, I mean, if Dennis Chung going there and saying not going to investigate, or the legal team at FID said that they can't investigate and give the reason, right? They can say, Chung influenced the case and he did say this and he did say that, you understand? And create another scandal or attempt to create another scandal out of it. So maybe what they're doing is trying to bring the awareness. But if that matter is adjudicated or they make a and go and investigate and come to the conclusion that there's nothing in it, then what become of them? So I don't know if they want any technical director there at all. Not now. Maybe they want election call so that they could win, and then they would determine, since them think that the Prime Minister is the one who influenced the Service Commission, then clearly they would be in a position to influence the Service Commission to put who they want, and then they can lock up who they want lock up.
Boy, you can't trust them. You can't trust them as far as they can throw them. Anyway,
Awesome.
me not keep you too long, but before you leave, I want you to back me up here and telling the people them that the show that's supposed to come on this evening with me and you and Karen is having scheduling issues on Sunday, so we're going to reassess and try to do it on Saturdays, right?
Yeah, we're going to try and do it on another. Yeah.
Because
So
some people were asking.
Yeah, war room soon get in session again, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, then. Well, I thank you for stopping by. Looking forward to your next upload.
All right.
Yes.
No problem. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Vegas. Me see you in the chat. Why the people them offer Dennis Strong so? A man where they used to work with. At the same way, I see them do Norman Horn, you know. Them go off a Norman Horn in the most vicious way. Boy, me I tell you no. I hope and trust that decent Jamaicans will not join the throng of those idle imbeciles from the Rise United opposition cult group. They're not good for our country. Jamaica land, we love reject them. You remember when the group where Bunting and Gold in them did a assist and did a support for go up to Washington, D.C. for go protest against Jamaica. You remember? Mr. Vegas run out on them wicked. You remember them people there? And then go up there with placard and say, crime in Jamaica. And look at God. You don't know see what God do? God make crime gone down 43%. Crime gone down 43%. So much so that the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, and the whole entire world, the whole region in the Caribbean, basically legitimize the strides. Even the Guardian newspaper, I say I write about it. They have all legitimized the stride Jamaica has made in bringing down its crime. Mr. Vegas, how long ago was it? Remind us again. How long ago was it that you tackle the people up at Washington? Now, about 6 months ago, I think I was last summer. So that didn't make it. No, man, that didn't make it look more than 6 months ago. Almost a year ago now. That's all. And me, I only know, say crime can come down in that little bit of time. August, 9 months ago. All right, thank you. No. Yeah, less than a year ago. So them did two little bit of my case. Run gone up to Washington because they want to disgrace Jamaica because Bunting send them up there. And me hear one of the man them come out recently. I said it's his belief that Bunting and Golding were financing and funding whatever they call them group. If you go up there, go take down Jamaica name. Them brighty. And I say Jamaica keep something, you know. The diaspora mean we're keeping a Jamaica. None of them never turn up there. If you go confront the government with the questions and concerns they had. That's the right thing to do. Go on Jamaica's soil and talk to the powers that be. But no, they make the PNP send them to Washington, D.C. and so them go over the whole diaspora to go stage protest. And look on them now. Not even a year later, the whole world is congratulating Jamaica and making strides in crime fighting.
Well, look at us now, as Nesbitt would say. We have a country 40% down in murders. No.
Nobody's gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down. Oh no. We got to keep on moving.
Yes, so it's the same like how when come fight this unjust war against Jamaica, Rise United and may attack. Bunting and Golden, Dayton, Campbell, Ian Hills. Uno, Rise United cult. Where look political legitimacy in a Jamaica. Me no formal today, no. Me not deal with no formality today. Me just attack to the spirit. The cult in a Jamaica politics, where try emerge as a legitimate political movement, Rise United movement. I want me attack. We no come with one style of politics there. But we never seen our history yet. I don't think it's a good politics, and it's not. Because everybody I run from all PNP people run gone left across the floor. And the one them from the JLP will come over to Uno as some rejected people. Look at Uno now. So now Uno come with a bully and intimidation tactic. Pan Dennis Strong. I wanna have member of parliament, former member of parliament, where I walk with days before the police come take him up and say a fear gun kill your wife. I wanna come out come protest on him. But you don't want to come out come protest on a man in Dennis Strong who is responding to a call from his country to serve at the FID. What kind of people wanna be? Wanna not see sound wicked? Me not hear not talk about the kidnapping of the woman them. All you do, you make people, you make the mentally ill people them a spin story for talk about who you think kidnap who. Me think say it's political, guys. The pattern what me see. This woman is the second woman them kidnapping in the last 2 weeks. And there's politics all over it. For all who just joining, good evening. This lady is a JLP scrutineer. Them kidnap her off at Old Warp Road, sorry. Hold on there, guys. Yeah, them kidnap a woman off at Old Warp Road. From Friday, nobody know which part the woman live. The car, them say a fake license plate upon it, so it look like say this was orchestrated and plotted. But 2 weeks ago, same thing, between Westmoreland and Hanover, them stop one woman and forcibly take her from out of her vehicle. Carry her to her house at Hanover, or the other way around, me no remember. Them never hurt her. And the same thing, same thing, political, local fubble double go on pan it. But I really like to know what go on. Look political tone, guys. The police and a life 3 of them. Check your WhatsApp regarding the JLP worker. I forgot to look on me other phone. I don't have it just with me. Never look on it, thank you. You know what? Make I go for my phone while I'm here. Yes, it's politics. Them not kidnap no man, but a woman them a kidnap. I don't like this. Hold on, guys. I'm going to look on my WhatsApp here, so. Let's see. So much message. I don't even. The person who said look on the WhatsApp, send me back the message now while I have the phone here. Because there's so many messages to go through. I don't know which one is yours. This is crazy. All I see is that the police is probing the abduction of the election scrutineer in St. Andrew. There should be a high alert right now, you know. High alert for that lady here. All right. May I read the message now? But all it says is that the police is probing it. I don't see any additional information than what we already know. Her name is Laura Robertson. Snatched by unknown men. Anybody who have any information, and make sure so call the police and tell them, you know. No make them kill a woman. She's well known according to reports. But in this time of cell phone and everything, nobody never seen on for record it. Nobody. I don't like this at all. They found the one in Clarendon in a pit, but was she politically affiliated too? I have to take bad things make laugh. Nobody thought them something they are there, right? Them a kidnap people for America, put Jamaica back on the travel ban list. Nobody thought them something. Please me, I beg you, because this can't real. Me have to have two moderators. So where the other moderator there? Look like him gonna devil house. I didn't tell him I was coming on, so maybe he just doesn't know. I'll find another one. I don't want a moderator feel incompetent, you know, so no mind, I'm not talking something. This is crazy, people. Jesus have mercy. You see, when people miss a fee, from people miss a fee 24 hours, you know, me start fretting because after that it not look good. I think them usually say if a 48 hour, no? You know, this time when you have cell phone and you know we're so connected in different ways, nobody not supposed to miss after 24 hours to me. And I like say you have to find one call box to call nobody. Anybody want to call the program and talk about this woman? If you don't know her, call me. The MP caretaker or anybody. The woman gone from Friday, so it's well over 24 hours. It's always been 48 hours. I don't know when it was ever 24 hours, but it's always been said that if a person is missing, you have to give it 48 hours before you report it or before the police them start searching. But I am hoping that this is not some new style of politics, because this to me is not politics. Where they might kidnap women to blame it on other people for political expediency. This is not cute. This is not funny. Them said that the license plate number is fake. And them something ever discourage people. Boy, I'm not telling you. But let me just say something more on this and then I'll go.
The company that's supposed to them now, what PNP are blessed. Not at all, but I got chopped and him barrel. Empty barrel and the most nice. They talk about our here about, they're sure winning. We can assure you, the third term will lose. Andrew Bonus will serve third term. And if you want to do fourth term, because all my call about, the company that's supposed to them now, can I not left? I said the other day, that all in call for now, the sick, the lame, the dying and the dead. We call for life people, let them go there. Look, they go fit, what we call it, KD night. Take out the stretcher, put him out, walk up, go from campaign. They go with Patterson in a nursing home, 15 days done.
No, me can't play no more of that. Oh God. Oh sir. The truth of the matter is PNP already. I don't say truth. Me have to talk the truth. Nothing against the elderly and the sick and the dying and the dead. But there's a time and place for everything. After the PNP come out with the people in Pan Walker in a wheelchair, Warmington says stretcher and dead house. Me not see nobody pan a stretcher and a dead house. Warmington are wicked. But fire say then come out with the people them in a wheelchair and Pan Walker. Only know say them no is not a agile set of people them risers there. Remember that's how they started out, Anybody who remember how Rise United movement started. They started with the people them who are retiring out of politics, who have already retired out of politics. Remember good now? Then come out with people like Bobby, Ronnie Tweets, and them the people that started Rise United movement. So when me say at the time what Rise United movement was all about, I think Peter Bunting was probably the youngest somebody. And then the time the Peter Bunting, I must have was about 60 years old. Let's say I'm 74. I don't know. But Bunting was the youngest somebody. Somebody sent me the flyer. The flyer with the Rise United movement when they first come out. So that was 5 years ago. I mean, it's no surprise, but them cannot galvanize the youths. Only not see the Prime Minister dance with him name there. I forgot to bring it in here, but I forgot to bring it in here, but I post it this evening on the channel here. Where the youth award took place last night, I believe. And the young guy, the blind guy, one piece of dancing with him and the Prime Minister. To the point where him frightened the Prime Minister, because I tell the Prime Minister to hold him cane. And at first the Prime Minister looked scared because the way all this blind man jump up. If the Prime Minister go take the cane and him go drop, you go hear say the Prime Minister take him cane. The wicked them go come down upon him. So the man put on one piece of dancing up there and the Prime Minister dance with him too. The young people, them energetic. Them a work with what them have right now. And that is it. Nobody now look on PNP. PNP run with all of the young people, them. You see the look of young people, them where you see I run for seat and they say, I just saw a little desperation situation and I nothing to do with real national, long-term national development or any sense of seriousness. People like Electric Breast and them people, you can't take them the people that serious. Danishka Williams, you can't take them the people serious. Like truly. Because you have to stand on principle, you know. People like Danishka come out long time, come say the PNP has been infiltrated by Rise United and Mark Golden, and say them now no integrity, and say them are fraud, them now no election integrity. And yes, the true me and Danishka used to talk. I don't really like for come out and come talk things. But me and people used to discuss just because me not agree with them. Me not stay so. If me and used to talk, either will fall out or with, just don't talk anymore or whatever. I am not one to come out and start bawl out everything. That to me is immature and it's not nice. So I'm not gonna come out here come talk the things them where me and Danishka used to talk and go on with when me and her used to talk. Although people have said to me that, from me start talk out against them very people here where she publicly denounced. She talked some things behind my back, but make that go on, because me a big people. I'm just saying, you have to stand on principle. Not because you still want opportunity. You go back for your principle and go jump on it. Nobody no rate people who stay them way there. People just see as a look of opportunists. That's it. So when we're talking about young people and politics, we are talking about people of substance. We're not talking about Danishka Electric Breast them. Opportunists. And that is why the future of our country is so important. Things not perfect right now, but it a go on. Somebody asked me recently about the polls that came out. Me not really follow polls, I used to look at polls, but I don't anymore because I'm telling you what turned me off from polls. You see, Dan Anderson, from me see where PNP, no, not PNP, from me see where Bunting and Golden pay Dan Anderson for do to the PNP, me no look on polls again. Because from them time, I know say some polls are wicked. God know. Dan Anderson's run poll. Make them PM for run poll pan their leader 1 year before the election. For tell the comrades them say, say Bunting are the best fit. And Bunting more this and Bunting more that and more prime minister material. One heap of wickedness. And at the end of the day, I want to see happen. Dr. Phillips could have beat Bunting. 2 beating in a 1 Bunting get. Dr. Phillips beat him and Rhoda beat him and take him seat. I want to tell me about polls. Me no want you not go to polls. Me sorry for say it. Me not have nothing for say. Me no care for Dan and this poll. Me no care for Blue Dot poll. Let me tell you now. I don't watch polls. And I'm sorry to say because I don't want to discredit all pollsters because some pollsters them really do a decent job and then do the polls them for integrity. But you have some pollsters, you go to them, go give them a money, and they're gonna come back with the results that you desire. They're not going out there in the field doing polls that are genuine. And that's just the truth. Dan and disapprove that to me. How could a man get it so wrong? The same thing him do over Antigua. I'm not supposed to go, man. So, me not really have nothing to say about no polls. And this is the pollster that, they used to destroy the PNP and they continue to use him. They commission him, they pay him. to do what they want, and so I have nothing to say. Jamaica needs some more pollster to me. The man who did Bill Johnson, he was good, but I don't want to really, start following up these polls. Polls now win election. Hard work win election. Watch out, the moderator just come away. Did they, sir? Yeah, polls now win election, people. What win election? Hard work. Hard work. Likability. Sorry. Because Jamaica people, them, if you not observe, when we see Jamaica people, them take time I draw them and out a lion mouth. The people, them not really, nothing with diated politics again, Them just a deal with who come and do a good job. And that's good for the country. But the problem now, the dilemma now that Jamaica faces is that these two people, them coming like two rapists, Bunting and Golden. The people them vote out Bunting. And when you get vote out, you stay out. But him no know say no means no. So he make him friend put him in a Senate and him come attack in a people face and Bunting not supposed to attack to nobody because he was voted out. So them come forcing themselves on the country. Them even forcing themselves on the PNP. Because Bunting was rejected to lead the party, rejected as member of parliament. The people them now want a representation from him. So him putting him friend there now, the most incompetent in the history of politics, Mark Golden, come putting him friend, and a him there behind the scene a pull every string, and a back door, Bunting literally and figuratively, one come through back door upon the Jamaican people them. We must reject it, man. Enough is enough. Then get them chance already. That's the thing, Then get them chance in a government already. And Bunting is a dismal failure. That's why the people them vote him out so badly. Where am I go again? Wanna hear ya? I want to hear the fullness of what Dr. Phillips said about this thing here. Let me see if it have a play. Dr. Phillips will know.
This is Peter Phillips. This appointment of Dennis Chung to head the Financial Investigations Division cannot be allowed to stand. It is not only misguided, but it's a threat to Jamaica's future and to our international reputation. All of us must now come together to pull Jamaica back from the brink. Dennis Chung may be a good person. He may be qualified for other things, but he is not qualified to do the job in the Financial Investigations Division. This requires, and has always required, people with experience in investigations and who know how to fight financial crimes, money laundering, and other financial crimes and frauds. Dennis Chung has no experience in that field. Moreover, this whole episode appears to be an effort to simply set the hand regarding the Prime Minister's charges that have been leveled by the Integrity Commission regarding illicit enrichment. Chung has already expressed his views in support of the Prime Minister. It makes him unsuitable for the serious task of investigating the Prime Minister's finances. So, if we are to preserve Jamaica's standing in the international community as a place where corruption is not accepted, if we are to preserve our reputation in the international community, if we are to protect the private sector and our banks who do business with the international community and with other banks, then we all need to stand up and say no to this appointment. All of us should come out and take a stand. It's not a PNP issue. It is an issue for Jamaica. Corruption is not just stealing money, but it appears at this point to be trying to steal the future for the entire Jamaican society and poison the trust of the world in Jamaica's capacity to govern itself. This must end, and today I urge all our people, teachers, entrepreneurs, farmers, youth, to join in protesting this terrible wrong that is being meted out to our country. Stand with us. Stand for what is right. Together, we will and must rescue our nation's promise and restore its future. This is Jamaica's call to action.
Boy, me I tell you now, everybody knows me like Peter Phillips, you know, but here one now. Me never know say the further destruction of the PNP, me never know say Peter Phillips did ever help take it down more. Because that it come down to Peter Phillips and how you know what? Me I just start the shoot. You know how me feel say Peter Phillips make them draw me in this? Me I put the flyer up on the screen. When you see when Mr. Black come out last week, come tell the Gleaner say, Mr. Black come out last week, come say, he might predict victory in a central Manchester and he might predict 30 how much seat. Yes, when time Bunting and Golden, did I take down Peter Phillips? People like Mr. Black stood on the right side with Dr. Phillips. Right now, that's Mr. Black changing mind and he start to support back them people. But mine I tell me say, a people like Mr. Black, maybe I say, Peter Phillips, go on out, they go say one thing. I saw alone. I God alone can come down and tell me say I no saw it go. Because you see, sometimes in a politics, people support you have to support them back, you know. Sometimes if you don't want to do it. Because you know, them come through fear is like a one hand watch the other kind of thing in politics sometimes. This not safe. But the truth of the matter is, yes, Peter Phillips did beat Bunting, but at the same time, Peter Phillips never show no kind of strength when him did not expel Bunting and Golden from the PNP. Even KD Knight did say that him should have done. So them weakened Peter Phillips so bad that even though people may still have a level of respect for him as a long-standing, you know, public servant, some little riffraff would just come out here. When him should have expelled from out of the PNP for save it. Him never do it. And that's the problem where a lot of people have with Peter Phillips. So coming out now, Peter Phillips come make them a use it them way. This not look good for you, know. Because you know got parliament now for must 5 years, you just come say a farewell speech and so. And boy, it's sad. But no make them use you. Ma have a good evening. This not look good for you, man. Because if this whole thing is about Dennis Chung, how PNP are come about rescue Jamaica from corruption when the biggest corruption them in our politics are Peter Bunting and Mark Golding? Are them are the corruption? Advisor job, they not take no advice from him more than so. Them probably just want cause him have a more credible voice than they do. So them a user, them just a use him. But him know them not good, and that's why him a walk behind them going to parliament too much years now. Because him know that they are no good. You see, me couldn't go into politics, you know, because I'm not a hypocrite, you know. Anything what me say yesterday, I come back and say today. And I can't go back pan things like that. I couldn't be a politician, God no. I can't play a hypocrite. At least not for too long. Eventually, you're going to hear the truth. Peter Phillips, we don't stand up with you with this. You're wrong for this. You could have put out a statement and talk your opinion upon Mr. Chung. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody entitled to them opinion. But when you are going to make them make you the face of some foolish so-called protest, which is ridiculous, I'm hoping that the Jamaica Labour Party supporters, they want to go along out there too. You see, like how we see the Labour Rights and the PNP, them are dancing at Central Kingston. Go up a Hero Circle, go dance with the PNP. Or to go out up there tomorrow. I want me to go up there tomorrow, you know. Uno go on up a Hero Circle tomorrow. Whether I don't want to wear plain clothes or green, or I don't want to put up placard, uno go up there tomorrow, they need company up there. Yeah, man. Uno go up there tomorrow. Who agree with me? Nobody not, nothing say, I think we're more mature people. We're more mature people than to go up there with war. I don't think that will happen. I think the PNP, them can stay up on one side of the road, and the JLP, them are no P, stay up on the other side of the road, and then hold up them placard and do what they might do. Nothing wrong with that. Only know say a warfare the people them want to bring into the country. And the basis on which they're trying to do so is ridiculous. They have no grounds for what they're doing. Just because you disagree with somebody. Enough people disagree with Mark Golding buying PNP for $10 million, you know. And Mark Golding can't deny that, you know. And Uno risers. Uno sell Mark Golding the PNP for first Bunting come with $15 million on the run him way. And Mark Golding come with $10 million on to take it. Sell out. So a whole heap of people not agree with what him do. Why are you desperate? I never see them kind of desperation in a politics. Before you go try put some policy together, if you come to the people them in the next few months when election call, this to not do a fight down people. What I not understand with some people too. Mark Golding coming to Jamaica fight down black man. You don't see nothing wrong with that. Enough black man in Jamaica want talk and not talk, you know. Because they tell me, you know. Said them as a black man in a Jamaica, overwhelmingly black country. Them not like how Mark Golding coming at the country a fight down black man. And them attack specifically about Mark Golding's nasty rhetoric against the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. And when come a do with Dennis Chung and them something, them for stop it. And must call it out. Which part in the world you see no Englishman could have texted pan a black man so? I don't think so no black man could have go in and a white man country could do that. The truth soon start come out, you know. Whole heap of people soon start come out and talk the truth. And nobody knows nothing about the man because him is an Englishman, him is a white man. It's because of his behavior and his attitude. Come I tell you to say, from the man come and hold up shackles over black man and not see nothing wrong with that. Me see a mental illness there, so. And me ask you a question. Where the hell so much mentally ill people come from in our politics? I want to come out here and talk about it, you see. Me never see this yet. When you look all down at Portland, you see man a come out and talk about, oh, we have broke vase and that. Me I say, what is this? It's not politics. Me never see so much mentally ill people in the politics of Jamaica. The entire PNP hierarchy are some mentally ill people. You see by the things that they do. Their actions. Mentally ill. It's a sign, I wonder. Dayton Campbell head the list. They're mentally ill over there. But come to think of it, why should the JLP back Dennis Chung? He was a PNP and used to play like he's doing fair work for the labor rights. Bunting come on TV bawling that is him paying PNP bills. He sure did. God have mercy. Guys, you know, make sure so now subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers very soon. Make sure to subscribe and invite your friends. I feel like say everybody, labor rights, PNP and NOP, need to leave Dennis Strong making doing work. He will prove his worth in due time. And if him turn out to be somebody who can do the job, then at that time we will have that conversation. But for people that can run out on the man now, I say people in our politics, we're not supposed to in there. And them want to run out pan. People like Bunting, where in baby mother report to the police and Sissoko, say man molest him son in our house and him never report it. And them they sitting there and forgot protest against. What I'm to know? Dennis Strong is a professional. Dennis Strong need to stand him ground. For true. You hear what them say? It's not a matter of integrity. Well, at least that's what Dr. Phillips is saying. Hold on, guys. I think my daughter is at the door. Hold on. Yes, guys. Anyway, I'll cut this short, you know. I got to go. Moderator, I'm glad you can't catch me. Make we see what go on, people. I won't be tuning into them protests. Coming have time for them and waste people here. And waste foolishness. May have time for the development of Jamaica, the crime going down. As a matter of fact, good news. Today is when the new minimum wage takes effect in Jamaica. One man coming on my inbox with there. I can't argue with me and tell me, say, the food basket where the Prime Minister carry going at the Parliament. Tell him to come back with a food basket there and tell him if you think them cost the same, if cost of living not gone up. The same big head one from Upper New Star, Conrad O'Brien. Some say, fool, yes, cost of living gone up. But so has the minimum wage. We want the Prime Minister to do. Cost of living gone up all over the world. Ask people all in America. Some people, whenever they pay food stamp and government sitting all from them ban, from COVID come, people gone pan government assistant and them something there. So what are you saying? The only thing what the government can do is try to increase the people in wage a little bit. And them something there. So anyway, guys, make we come back. When tomorrow? I'll probably talk to you guys again tomorrow. As I said, the Sunday program with me, Karen, and 411. There's a conflict with scheduling. Karen is busy on a Sunday, so we're gonna have a meeting and see if Saturdays will work for everybody. And then we'll come back. So I hope you guys had a good time stopping by. We'll catch up. Have a good evening, guys.